Hey Loudon, you thought I was a C- commentator, then check this guy out. I actually thought about doing a video on Foxtrot Delta Lima, but I prefer to go with more unknown commentators. Well, unknown from what I can tell at least. So let me introduce all of you to Sonic Fan 3311. There's no real need to tell you too much about this guy, because you're going to see what he's like here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Issues with the opening. Number 1, extremely loud and annoying music. And number 2, a fag compilation video intro. Let's put these on a little list here, shall we? And you'll understand the reasoning of this list at the very end of the video. And oh yeah, I'm going to skip the rest of the intro to save you fine people from the torture.
What up guys, Sonic Fan here, back with the new commentary. Now I'm going to do a commentary on a somewhat of a video game review. I'm taking a look at someone going by the name of the Angry Pissed Off Hardcore Gamer.
Wait. The Angry Pissed Off Hardcore Gamer? This guy has been irrelevant for quite a long time. Why are you looking at something that is dead? Add it to the list.
Wow, you could tell that name is a full ripoff of the AVGN.
Yeah, good job pointing that out. Not like we haven't heard it before.
Nintendo GameCube review. If you want my opinion on the GameCube, it's a really good system. In fact, it was one of the many first systems I got in the early 2000s. It's a really good system. So, without wasting time, let us begin the commentary. Well, that was a perfect way to start the video. Playing Super Mario Brothers and missed the first jump. That would be a good idea for an intro now.
Maybe he used this for a sense of symbolism on his thoughts about Nintendo? P.S. If you're wearing headphones, I suggest you turn down the volume. I'll go ahead and give you a few seconds. Godzilla! How did that video clip work in the context to the video whatsoever?
This is my PlayStation 2.
Jesus Christ.
What was the point in that statement? You care to clarify why you said that?
What I like to call the Nintendo Shit Cube. And the reason I call it the Nintendo Shit Cube, because it's a piece of fucking shit!
The fucking shit! Talking in slow motion is cool, eh?
Jesus Christ. It's like Peter Griffin kind of mixed with Matt Helms when only he was 2.
Oh boy, a fat joke about the APHC. Good thing we haven't heard those 1,000 times already.
The original Nintendo Entertainment System sucked.
What?
The original Nintendo Entertainment System sucked.
You hate the NES? For what reason?
Because he had to perform a certain amount of blowjobs on the cartridges.
Oh god no. Don't ever use that word in review like that ever again.
First off, why ask him to clarify something just to have it follow up with a clarification? That makes your statement unnecessary. Lastly, what's wrong with the word blowjob in a review?
In order for the games to work.
Well, that's what he do because the NES games were made back in the 1980s and 1990s. But if you don't like to perform a certain amount of on the cartridge, you can always buy NES games off the Nintendo Wii. Well, if you own one.
And then Nintendo.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that point.
What was that? I couldn't really make out what you were saying.
Now that was a very good. Now that was a good system. That was a very good system. The games did not freeze, and the games did not stop while you were playing. And then...
Now, some of you may be asking, why are you skipping ahead? Well, I'm not skipping ahead. Figuring since this guy makes a lot of long pauses, I decided to edit it out so you guys won't get bored.
Thank you for that, but I have to wonder why you didn't call out the obvious flaw in his logic. He stated that the NES sucked because you have to blow on the games to get the dust out. The Super Nintendo had this issue as well.
Nintendo, they released their third video game console, the Nintendo 64. Now that also was a very good system.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that point. The N64 was a good system. But I had one question. What does this have to do with the game?
Maybe something to do with this as a review of a video gaming system and giving a history on the evolution of the system itself over the time really actually helps to get the full picture and aspect of what they're talking about?
Releases their fourth video game console, the Nintendo Shit Cube. Now the reason I call it the Nintendo Shit Cube is because it's a piece of fucking shit!
No, I'm lying. This is why you...
Thank you for the unnecessary ear rape, you bastard.
This is a Nintendo GameCube game.
So what's the problem with the disc? I didn't really care. Oh, and by the way, don't try to laugh.
This looks like a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
So a GameCube disc is like a cookie. Jesus Christ, not only does he suck at reviewing the game, he even thinks about food while doing it.
Kinda reminds you of Chris Boers, doesn't it?
What the fuck? Graphics by ATI. ATI, my ass!
Wait, was that an edit?
Alright, the Nintendo GameCube, it has good graphics, nice hardware, all that graphics, all that hardware. It's a piece of fucking shit!
Yeah, I know I've been using that clip a lot, but I couldn't resist doing it.
Please, try to do so next time. It doesn't really help the quality of your video. On the contrary, the unnecessary ear rape actually makes your videos more annoying.
I play DVDs on it. Now, the PlayStation 2 sold more than the GameCube because it had a DVD drive.
1. Fanboy much? And 2. The PS2 didn't sell more than the GameCube because it had a DVD drive. It sold more because many people, mostly fanboys, bought the PS2 due to the PS1's success, not because of a DVD drive.
Hate to tell you, but you're both wrong. The PlayStation 2 sold as well as it did and stayed the best-selling console even into this current generation for one special reason. The games. Nothing more, nothing less.
Much more better than this god-awful piece of shit. And plus, if you look underneath your GameCube, you see that it has a separate modem. The modem is sold separately, but in the PlayStation 2, it had a built-in modem. Now, why the fuck would Nintendo make a modem for the Nintendo GameCube if you cannot play online multiplayer games?
Well, let's see. There's Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2 and Episode 1 and 2 Plus. There's Phantasy Star Online Episode 3, CARD Revolution, and Homeland. But that game was made in Japan, so never released in the US. There was also going to be online gameplay for Mario Kart Double Dash, 180 Degree Avalanche, and Kirby Air Ride. So the GameCube did have online gaming. It's just not a lot of games were made for it.
And now I would like to show you the Nintendo Shit Cube's wireless controller. This is the controller's wireless receiver. You just put it on the GameCube like this, as you would look like a regular GameCube controller.
Oh gee, like I've never plugged in a controller in a controller socket before.
You have to put in batteries on the back and press on, but even when you have fresh batteries inside, guess what? The shit cubes.
It's a good idea.
You know, maybe you should learn to, I don't know, audio duck correctly. It requires you to lower the audio levels of the original video so the viewers can actually make out what you're saying. Add it to the list.
Just fine.
It doesn't even work.
If you're going to speed something up like this without making any comments whatsoever, then just skip it next time. Like this.
The Nintendo shit cube. It costs around $120. Do not buy it. There are a lot of better things you can buy with that kind of money. And who would want to buy the Nintendo shit cube?
I don't know. Nintendo fanboys?
Good lord! The more you keep calling people fanboys for no absolute reason other than the fact that they happen to like a system, leads me to believe that you're a fanboy yourself. And seeing as you've been calling people Sony fanboys and Nintendo fanboys, I'm going to just assume you're an Xbox fanboy.
I'm SonicFan3311. Thanks for watching.
Oh, you're not welcome. Let's go ahead and look at this little list I've been building throughout the video. Let's go ahead and just go over these items one more time. The first item is loud and annoying metal music for the intro. Number 2, intro consisting of fags. Number 3, commentating on dead subjects. And number 4, the failure to auto-duck correctly. And what does that leave us with, children? That's right. The official verdict for Sonic Fan 3311 is 3rd Gen Faggot. Going on to 4th Gen Commentator. But nonetheless, everyone, this is the Professor. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm signing off, and I'll see you ladies and gentlemen on a later date, and adieu.